examine two distinct patients in their late 70s today. We will call them Patient A and Patient B. Patient A wakes up feeling deeply fatigued every morning. He cannot remember his granddaughter's name this cold morning. He stares blankly at the metal keys in his hand. His mind is slowly slipping into a dark, empty void. He represents the terrifying standard of human cognitive decline. He is entirely dependent on his exhausted family members. Now consider the daily reality of our Patient B. She wakes up with sharp and absolute mental clarity. She manages a complex investment portfolio with ruthless precision. She plays competitive chess and learns new languages easily. Both patients share identical socioeconomic backgrounds and genetic risks. Both eat standard American diets and walk daily for exercise. What separates their physical brains is a true biological mystery. It is not an expensive neurosurgical procedure or brain implant. The difference lies entirely in microscopic cellular energy management. Patient A has neurons suffocating under toxic metabolic waste. His brain is literally choking on its own toxic exhaust. Patient B has neurons that clean themselves perfectly every day. We used to believe that cognitive decay was entirely inevitable. Modern science now proves this outdated theory is completely false. The biological secret is hiding in a very common pill. Millions swallow it daily just to control their blood sugar. Most people have absolutely no idea what it actually does. It crosses the secure blood-brain barrier completely undetected daily. Once inside, it fundamentally rewrites your delicate cellular aging code. Silicon Valley billionaires hoard this cheap chemical compound for themselves. Top longevity scientists take it religiously to protect their memory. Your primary physician likely views it strictly for standard diabetes. I am a professional clinical data analyst who reads science. I ignore viral health internet trends and pharmaceutical marketing campaigns. I care only about peer-reviewed, objective biological medical truth. You desperately need facts to protect your future cognitive health. If you want to deeply understand human cellular biological aging, if you demand real medical data over internet health fads, I invite you to subscribe to this educational channel now. Join our exclusive community of biological truth seekers today. We decode the complex medical science for you completely freely. Your physical brain is a massive and relentless energy furnace. It accounts for only 2% of your body weight, yet it consumes an astonishing 20% of daily energy. Burning this much cellular fuel creates highly toxic microscopic exhaust. Think of your physical brain as a heavily populated metropolis. Millions of cars drive furiously through this busy biological city. These active cars represent your delicate neurons firing and communicating. The dark exhaust from these cars is dangerous metabolic waste. Over time, this toxic debris builds up in biological streets. This destructive buildup is scientifically known as chronic neuroinflammation daily. It physically crushes synapses and completely destroys delicate neural pathways. This is exactly why you experience profound and confusing fog. Mainstream medicine calls this tragic degenerative process Alzheimer's disease today. Progressive longevity researchers now call it type 3 brain diabetes. It is driven entirely by severe localized brain insulin resistance. This is exactly where generic metformin enters the biological grid. Metformin chemically activates a master biological switch inside your cells. This specific biological switch is an essential enzyme called AMPK. Imagine this powerful AMPK enzyme as a massive garbage fleet. When metformin activates AMPK, these protective trucks flood the streets. They actively and aggressively scoop up damaged proteins and debris. They completely clear away the toxic metabolic exhaust completely forever. This miraculous cellular cleaning process is biologically called deep autophagy. Metformin literally forces your physical human brain to wash itself. It permanently stops delicate neurons from drowning in metabolic waste. It dramatically lowers systemic blood insulin levels in your circulation. This perfectly protects the highly vulnerable and delicate blood-brain barrier. Diabetic patients on metformin experience significantly less long-term dementia. Their physical human brains age at a drastically slower rate. Activating AMPK is the ultimate foundational anti-aging biological strategy. It actively acts like a factory reset for your brain. You might logically think you should start taking it immediately. You might wrongly assume it is completely safe for everyone. This brings us directly to a very dark biological reality. This is where the mainstream anti-aging medical narrative collapses. Human internal biology is never a simple one-way street. Every powerful pharmaceutical intervention demands a very steep biological tax. Metformin always carries a deeply hidden and highly dangerous cost. It fundamentally alters your delicate gastrointestinal tract over extended time. It drastically changes the bacterial microbiome deep inside your gut. This reaction creates a severe microscopic bottleneck in your intestines. It physically blocks the natural biological absorption of critical nutrients. The absolute most vital blocked nutrient is pure vitamin B12. Your physical brain absolutely requires vitamin B12 to function properly. It uses active B12 to maintain the crucial myelin sheath. This protective sheath insulates your extremely delicate internal nerve pathways. Without B12, this physical coating completely dissolves away very fast. Your sensitive nerves are left entirely exposed and highly vulnerable. A severe B12 deficiency mimics advanced clinical dementia perfectly today. You will inevitably experience profound memory loss and mental confusion. You will feel strange and painful tingling in your hands. You will suffer from chronic and entirely unexplained physical fatigue. People take metformin specifically to protect their precious aging brains. But the powerful drug secretly starves their fragile brains daily. They accidentally induce the exact cognitive decline they desperately feared. This is the ultimate biological paradox of chronic metformin therapy. Most primary doctors never warn their trusting patients about this. Unsuspecting older patients slowly lose their minds over several years. They incorrectly assume it is just normal, inevitable chronological aging. Execute a precise clinical strategy to survive this hidden trap. You must strictly follow a biological protocol every single day. Step 1 requires a very comprehensive baseline metabolic blood panel. Aggressively ask your doctor for a fasting insulin test today. Never accept a standard fasting glucose test from any clinic. Keep your fasting insulin strictly below 5 microunits daily. Step 2 is actively managing the dangerous biological B12 trap. Demand a highly specific methylmalonic acid blood test instead immediately. Step 3 chemically bypasses the internal gastrointestinal absorption block completely. You must consistently supplement active sublingual B12 drops under tongue. Step 4 involves timing your specific daily dosage absolutely perfectly. Never take metformin right before intense physical resistance training workouts. It actively blunts the mitochondrial adaptation to heavy physical exercise. The incredible science of longevity is advancing very terrifyingly fast. Massive clinical medical trials are currently underway globally right now. The famous TAME trial is the most important scientific one. TAME means targeting aging with metformin in clinical medical literature. It is the first official trial treating human aging directly today. We are rapidly entering an exciting era of preventative neurology. You have the absolute power to change your biological trajectory. This entire video is strictly an educational analysis of data. Consult your primary care physician before making any medical changes. Thank you for joining our large community of biological truth seekers.